What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Civilization 5 Native American AI only battle. Got it all out perfectly there. Not even needing to take a breath. You can tell my excitement right now. It's because I just recorded last night's, I think in terms of when this video comes out, last night's CSGO episode. I know it doesn't appeal to all of you, but if there's any of you that do, I did something pretty cool by my standards anyway. So I was I'm still pretty excited off that, which was like 5 minutes ago. So new enthusiasm that was lost in this series' last episode when absolutely nothing happened for an entire 22 minutes, where I literally, if I'd have done the old editing style, you wouldn't have seen any of it. Like, that's the worst thing. But that is probably funny. You can watch my pain, and the second that this series starts, I miss something. Oh, it was Calusa came back. Okay, one thing did happen last episode, but it took a very long time to happen, and it's already been undone. It's the game's way of punishing me for forgetting about it. I assume the Aztecs will take it again pretty soon. They have the power to do so. Problem is, we will have to wait for them to do it again. Apache, are you going to do anything? Come on. You know you want to. I don't know what you can do, to be honest. You're in a pretty rough spot, but it would be funny to see you do something. There are plenty of civs that could. Like, at this point, I'm tempted to give civs points out for entertainment, because the Crow do not deserve to win anymore, even if they might be leaps and bounds ahead, I don't know. Yeah, the Crow don't deserve to win anymore. I'm sorry, if you believe they do, you are just a boring person with, you know, you just like to see things be boring, basically, because they haven't done anything. They literally took a few cities at the start of the game off the Mayans. That's it. They haven't done anything else. They have attacked some people with submarines, which of course we all know is the stupidest thing to ever be done. So, yeah, I don't know if the Crow deserve to win anymore. The Shoshone, they've done a bit better, but it's not like they've fought anyone good. They're just taking out small civs around them. They've been, I mean, the Crow, the funny thing is the Crow could destroy the Shoshone. But no, like, yeah, although on Info Addicts they're in the same league, when it comes to military strength, the Crow is in a completely different league to the Shoshone, and they could absolutely wipe the floor with them, and then it would be over. And you know, I don't know if the Crow would deserve to win. I guess they would then, but at the moment I want the Aztecs to win. I'm not even going to hide it. They went after Mississippi, which to be fair was still pretty one-sided, despite Mississippi being fairly strong. Now that's the same with Calusa. But if the Cree were to get involved in some way or another, it would spice things up. But I don't see it happening. No one's willing to risk their position. It's just the way it is, I'm afraid. No one's willing to risk it. Which does suck, but it's what we got to live with for now. What does that say? Corral Inquisitor. What are you doing, Biotuck? Doing anything cool? No. The Comanche aren't doing anything. I know their turn takes 32 years, but it would be nice if we could just get something to happen somewhere on this map. Surely. Right, anything over here? No, the Iroquois finished their job. Poverty Point, you gonna do something? You were looking very promising, and then, just like the Crow, you decided to bore the pants off everybody. It's not like they couldn't invade this city here without it being really easy. Not gonna lie. I know they might be scared of the Iroquois, but they're pretty spread out. I mean, I don't have that many land units. There's definitely no way they're getting through here one tile at a time. So you would be pretty safe from that, actually. I don't know why they don't do that. The Taino are somehow still around, despite pretty much collapsing. They're definitely not as strong as they were, and they've never recovered from all those rebels. They're up there for tech, but their units are they don't have that many units. They're very much open. I mean, obviously the Aztecs here is open, then over here it's pretty congested with good units. I mean, at the moment the Cree definitely look the best. It's good for them, I guess. I'm not sure what anyone else is doing. If anyone else is doing that well. Blackfoot, how are you doing? You know, I'm going to try to come up with who I think is going to be in the top 10. No particular order. Just who I think is going to be in that top 10. That's 40 turns, but less than 40 turns to go now. I think the Crow are going to be there. I think the Shoshone will be there. Again, no particular order. They're just two of the obvious ones. The Cree and the Aztecs will be there. That's 3 and 4. The Iroquois will be there, which is 5. Poverty Point will make it 6. The other 4 is a little bit tougher. The Comanche definitely get in there at 7. Again, it's not as the 7th one, just to keep an eye on. And the Aztecs have lost that city again. They'll probably take it back again. 8 with Blackfoot, just because they're doing very well for tech. I don't think the Omaha will quite make it. So that leaves 2 spots left. And the contenders for that is depends what Calusa is left with. The Dini will be up there, I assume. As if they stay out of wars and just keep building till the end in particular. The Taino might still be up there because of certain categories of Info Addict that aren't so dependent on being really strong. And then I think maybe the Olmecs might get in. I think they're the 3 that are fighting. I couldn't decide between them because, yeah, those 3, that's my top 11. You can throw one out if you want. But I think those 11 are pretty far ahead of the rest. And maybe Omaha and like 12th, but they are definitely further behind. Same goes for the 3 affiliated tribes. They're the only other sort of big nation that I maybe neglected there. And Beotuk as well. They're sort of the filling out the like top 13, 14, 15 sort of positions. There we go. 1 population now, and it is still under Aztec control. But yeah, I don't think I missed anybody there. Anishinaabe then would probably be like the best of the worst. And you got people like the Tlingit who are just doing their own thing. The Coast Salish, the Mayans are, and then you got, it seems like the Mayans that are just completely struck off are in their own sort of, that they're further behind. They're in a loser league. The Apache probably actually lead that thing, not the Anishinaabe. We'll give it to the Apache for best of the worst. And then of course I forgot the tier 1 ultimate game leading civ. How did I forget? The Corral. There is a particular order. The Corral are going to win. Easily. Sorry, I forgot about them. Okay, that burned about half a turn. What can I rank now? Biggest cities. Let's do it. We do it a lot, but let's just see who's got the biggest. 12 up here for the Beotuk. That's not very big, but I'm just doing this systematically. 29 in the Tundra. You know what? Credit where it's due. That is impressive. For the Blackfoot, 24s, 23s around as well up here. There's quite a few big cities. 20 from the Anishinaabe there. 12s, 27. I think the Aztecs do have the biggest, like, no point denying it. The Aztecs have a massive population. I think it's twice as big as, like, second place in that category. 20, 25, probably not the biggest. 30, 38, 34, 32, 27. Oh, wow. There's a lot of big ones here for the Cree, too. 29. I mean, 38 is pretty untouchable. Considering the second biggest is 30. I think we've seen more than 30 anywhere else so far. Unless I missed one. No, nothing here. 30 to beat. I don't think anyone's beaten 38, but is there a second place? 27? No. I thought there might be like a 31 or a 32. There's a 32. I knew there was one somewhere. Poverty Point have a 32, and there's actually a 31 up there as well. That's quite impressive. They took this city from the Muzka, so it's had a setback, but no, it's still here at 31. Nice job, guys. 21s, 27. Yeah, a couple, 31 and 32, then an Aztec 30, and then 38. 10 up. Oh no, I completely forgot. There's a 34 in second place and a 32 here. How did I forget those so quickly? They're also obviously, well, that is second place, 34. But yeah, 38. That is impressive. Jeez. I think the most we've seen was Samoa got to like a ridiculous number. Ah, thought that was the Mayans. I thought we had a war on our hands, but no, the Olmecs. First Mississippi, doesn't matter. They're at the mercy of these 3 really. The Iroquois won't be able to do it. Okay, final turn of the episode. Will Calusa take Muspa for the 3rd time this episode? Will they make it 3 in a row? And then will the Aztecs take it back again? I'm trying to figure out how to fix this series, because editing it isn't going to work either, because most of it will be edited down to nothing. So I'm trying to work out how to make it perfect. So bear with me. If you've got any suggestions for a good way to get through it, obviously the simplest way is just I take a day where I maybe don't put out any other videos, and I just sit here and finish this in one go and edit all of it into a final episode. If you think that would be a good idea, actually leave a comment right now, because I will see it before I record the next episode, and maybe I could just take a day later this week, do something like that, and then, you know, I got a Christmas special for you guys, nice and wrapped up, something like that around Christmas time maybe, and then New Year's Eve or whatever, the New Year thing, I'll probably do what I did last year, something like the thumbnail montage. I know it's a bit different. I mean, it's hard to make a like best moments of the year, because there's so many videos, like you don't really realize it, but I think I did double uploads for most of the year, so there's probably about 500 videos at least. That may be a bit of maybe by the end of it will be somewhere near that, but probably like between probably high 300s, low 400s videos this year. I mean, that's probably an underestimate when you do think about it. I did do 2 videos for most days for most of the year, up until like September. So yeah, we're probably approaching 500, and if I do triple till the end of the year, I mean that would be like 60 episodes, something like that. So we would be about 500 probably, and I can't go through those and pick out the best moments, and I don't think there's too many standout moments. It's just better to highlight what we've done in the year, maybe just have a little chat about what comes next, as we did before. The Aztecs haven't been yet. The Apache, declared war on Mississippi. That also doesn't matter. There we go. The Shoshone versus the Mississippi. That does matter. Kind of dependent on an air force, and I'm sad to say, despite having a ridiculous amount of land, I don't think the Shoshone have one. Oh no, they do. It's over here. Okay, never mind. Is that an atomic bomb for the Shoshone? Yep. More and more civs starting to grab them now. Shouldn't be too surprised. Shoshone have got one. They've got quite a few. And the Crow do too, and they're putting them next to each other. Maybe they're trying to tempt a bit of fate there. Maybe we could get a nuclear war. But yeah, do leave a comment, and also leave a comment if you don't want it, and if you don't leave a comment at all, sort of be aware that, you know, I'm going to be using it as kind of a vote. So, or I might actually do a community post, actually, so don't worry. I mean, leave comments suggesting why not, I guess, to help me out. But I'm going to probably do a community post with the video, like one of those little polls you may have seen me do the last few weeks. I've been doing a few of them, because they're the best way for me to get information now. I'll probably do one of those to see how we end this series, because it really doesn't fit with this new style. And obviously that's a consideration for future AI only battles too. Maybe just have a day every few days in a schedule for AI only, so just have one bigger episode, if that makes, like, have a half an hour episode instead of just editing down for maybe an hour. Something, I don't know. It can be done. Just need to figure it out. Obviously, I don't even know what the next AI only is, so if you do vote for me to finish it all in one big long go, thank you, sarcastically, because I'm gonna have to consider a new series, because I used my Mongolia idea in EU4, because I couldn't quite figure out how I'd get it to work in this, like what would be the whole play around it. A lot of people want to see me go back to a Europe map, so probably do that. I tried it before and all the mods were breaking, so a lot of people moan, because I do like to stick to sort of the same generic civs in certain areas of the map that I know work, but it's because a lot of the mods, you know, if you start a 40 civ game, and you get to like turn 150 and then one of the mods breaks, it's so annoying, and you've got to find which one it is too. So I do tend to, you know, like in Europe in particular, I know I'm quite keen on just using like Spain in Spain, France in France, because in Europe a lot of the civs like are available. There's so many civs for Europe in the base game and stuff. It's not like, say, Africa or South America, where you probably need mods if you want to fill it up a bit more, or even Asia. Whereas in Europe, almost every area has got a civ. Every country has got someone that can represent them. So yeah, that is why you may notice a lot of the time I use not loads of mods, and it might just be a standard Europe battle if that's what people want. I know people wanted to see teams again. I tried one with large teams. We didn't make it through 3 episodes because it wasn't working. Maybe we could do it with smaller teams, like teams of 2, but they'd have to be near each other, and then at that point it's like, why wouldn't you just have one civ? So again, there is that. But we'll try and figure something out. But that's going to be it for this episode. I've done more discussing, but if that's how we're going to use this, that's always another good thing. If you want to leave some topics for me to discuss, could make like a podcast where I just have an AI only battle in the background. That'd be interesting. But anyway, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below, and please be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. We lost a few subscribers thanks to another sub purge, which means we get to hit 1300 again, which is great. I've hit it about 12 times at this point because I kept bouncing around the figure. So yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.